It's game time in Boston as the crowds look to cheer on the Celtics. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. This is the first game in the Warriors road trip. They are one of the few undefeated teams at this point of the new NBA season, with a 7-0 record. Tremendous play.
You know, for some teams, it just takes a little time to get into a groove and to find your rhythm at the start of the season. But this group's been different. You know, they've been playing like they have that proverbial chip on their shoulder since day one.
Two terrific front courts. What do you expect to see?
Well, I'm really curious to see the level of physicality on the interior in the painted area, each side trying to impose its will upon the other. Who does the better job invading the space and contesting shots? Just don't invade my space over here, Mr. Harlan. Keep to your side of the table, will you?
I wouldn't think of it. I would not think of it. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Thompson and Durant, the sharpshooters, at the 2 and the 3. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Curry in at the point. Just 4 to shoot. And finished off by Brown.
And Kevin, Jaylen Brown thrives when it comes to scoring through contact. This is a guy who is constantly looking to initiate that body contact with the defense.
Now here's Curry. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. And that one, good.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close-range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Steph and Kerr. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, guys, that takes vision and timing to put it on time and on target.
Curry dishes to Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Durant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. He said even though this was their first meeting of the year, he did not expect there to be a filling out period between these teams. He said, we have a group of guys who can score and do it in a hurry. We're going to go right at them and test their defense early on. Looks like they're in attack mode. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you. They're putting the priority on offense today if everything goes according to plan.
Yeah, I mean, from the sound of it, they're not going to be using much of the shot clock here in the early going.
And why should they when they have such tremendous quick strike ability? Put pressure on the defense and keep it on.
Unloads from 9, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Warriors.
And their offense centered around the three-point shot. That was the guiding principle on every trip. Their first goal was finding an open look beyond the arc, getting that extra point every chance they could.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Irving kicks to Tatum. Baines passes to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. That one misses. Durant with some nice D.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Watching Jason Tatum, it's hard to find many faults in his game, Greg. He's strong inside and out and plays both ends of the floor equally well.
Yeah, kind of a jack of all trades, right, and master of none. He does everything reasonably well on the basketball floor, just doesn't do anything great. Having said that, though, Tatum is one of those guys that I think improves the overall IQ of your team and terrific size at his position.
And Thompson kicks to Pachulia. Green with a screen on Irving. Durant in the corner. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Kevin Durant. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Irving against Curry. And Durant sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
Curry kicks to Durant. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Boston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Brown outside. The feed now to Horford. Green with the block. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
I'll tell you, his mid-range jumper is far less talked about than his three-point ability, but Steph Curry can be deadly with the mid-range.
Now here's Brown. 14 points from him the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Baines, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And Thompson kicks to Green. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Horford.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
And he makes the first. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
Well, obviously a notable improvement for the Boston Celtics last season on the offensive end. Their shooting percentages pretty much up across the board.
Now here's Tatum. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Now Livingston. And Curry has it in the corner. 17-foot shot on the way. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. 1:43 left to play in the first. Smart with the ball. Working on Green. Here's Ojale. No good on the 3. And when you look at the offensive improvement for the Celtics, Doris, last season, what do you attribute that to?
Well, I think a number of things went into that, Kev, but the acquisition of Al Horford was crucial. This guy finished second on the team in assists, and he is also an excellent shooter. So he was able to affect winning with both his passing and his scoring ability.
And here is Tatum, following Draymond Green's 3. They set the pick. Here's Tatum, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And there's another aspect of his game, the ability to work off the screen. Give this guy any kind of space, and he's going to torch you.
Now here's Curry. Unloads from 13. Again, Curry missing. Here's Tatum. He can't get that one. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Warriors leading by 3. With the floater. And here's Green outside. That doesn't go either for Green. The Celtics have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Rozier kicks to Smart. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. They set the screen. 6 to shoot. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. And the basket is good.
Yeah, gains separation by just working off the screen. Morris been around the block enough times to know all the angles.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this.